you looking for a sight reading book but not sure which one to get? Then this video is for you. Hi guys, this is Fonsny from Piano Sight Reading. In this video I'm going to show you my favorite sight reading book for piano beginners. I'm going to show you inside the books and I'm going to give you all the reasons why I like this book series in particular. So if you're a beginner, you probably already have a method book. But what I recommend is that you get a separate book from the method book. I recommend you get a book which is designed to teach you sight reading. And the reason is that you want to have a structure to follow, especially when you're at the beginning. You want the music concepts to be introduced progressively. And secondly, you want to have a whole set of pieces that you can sight read. What you don't want to do is spend each day trying to find pieces to sight read. You should be able to open a book and just sight read from where you left off. Especially at the beginning where you don't know what pieces to look for. There are a number of sight reading books out there and I've gone through them, I've tried them. The one that I particularly like is the one by John Kemba called Piano Sight Reading: A Fresh Approach. It's a series of 3 books. It goes from elementary to around late intermediate. So I'm going to show you inside the books and show you what I particularly like about them. We are now inside book 1. You'll see that before you even start sight reading, it shows you some common time signatures and explains how to count them. And then it talks about steps, skips, and repeated notes. And it also encourages you to look for patterns. So here it's showing you the patterns in the brackets and giving you different examples of that. And then here you have to find the patterns yourself and mark them in the score. Book 1 starts you off with both hands, but hands separately. And what's really nice is that you get to spend some time in each hand position. So here you've got around 20 exercises just in C major. And then it introduces you to a new hand position, which is G major. And it also introduces the relative minors. As you see, there's no dynamics yet to start with. It's all notes and rhythms. And you don't have to deal with complicated articulation or anything like that. Another thing which is quite nice too is that when you have an upbeat, it shows you how to count. Then later on in the book, it introduces intervals of fourths and fifths. And again, it's using the brackets to show you how they look in the score. And at the end of the book, you have simple exercises, hands together. Let me play you the very last exercise of book 1 so you can hear what level you reach by the end of the book. In book 2 you review the positions and the keys that you learned in book 1. You also learn other time signatures and other rhythms, and the excerpts become longer, so up to 8 bars. It also introduces harmonic intervals, starting with seconds and thirds, and then fourths, sixths, fifths and sevenths, and then triads, and then dominant 7th chords. Let me now play you the last excerpt of book 2. And in book 3 you have pieces with up to 5 flats and 5 sharps. The pieces are about 1 page long, and at the end of the book you even have accompaniments that you can play with the friends. So this is really good if you want to learn how to keep going. So if you're playing with someone, then you have to keep going no matter what. Let me now play you a piece from book 3. I've actually gone through the whole of book 3 myself, and I've really enjoyed the pieces in there. So even just as a set of pieces, I think they're really nice. The good news is that if you like this series, there's actually a second series called More Piano Sight Reading, and they also have 3 books, and they contain duets, a section on fingering, 2 and 3 note chords, and 4-part harmony. If you want to check out the books for yourself, then have a look at the links in the description below. So let me know if you've used these books before and what you think of them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy sight reading!